Hi everyone. Let's try to understand how to can we create a managed image from Windows machine. So stay tuned for the updates, for more updates on this channel. So here I'm going to create a Windows virtual machine. I went into portal, I selected the virtual machines, and one thing which I chose is Windows OS Server 2019, or you can choose any Windows machine. Uh, and then I'm going to use spot instance and I'm going to provide my username, password, and everything. And I go for create. And once I create the machine, I'll be able to see the machine here and have to first RDP into the machine and install my custom software. And then I'll make a custom managed image out of it. So if I go into remote desktop, so by default, this machine, Windows machine I'm creating, doesn't have any website running in it. So I'll go into the networking and I'll also allow AT port here for the confirmation. And we don't see any website running in that because there's not IIS which is not hosted in this. Now I'll go install an IIS in this and I'll make an image out of it and then I'll create a VM and we can actually see that the machine is working out. So I'm going to provide a credentials trainer at the rate 1234 and I logged in into this machine. I'll go ahead and install IIS in this right now in this machine. So it's logging in still, and here am I logged in into the Windows machine. Now I can select window as the server, everything what installation you use it only from server manager, but in case if you're having Windows 10 or Windows 11 like that, you have to choose Windows features on or off and you have to install the IIS from this. But if you are using the Windows 2019, 16 and all that, you'll have server manager in it. You have to go inside the tools and install IIS in this. So I'll click on manage add full features. And here we have web server IIS. So I'm going to add these features. Click on next, next. You go ahead and install this IIS. So it's going to take around 1 minute for the installation to complete. Once the installation is complete, you should be able to see a website here, IIS website. So next time when I wanted to create a Windows machine, I don't want uh, to choose, I don't want to go ahead and install manually. Instead, the image, the custom managed image, I'll choose that while creating the VM and that will have the IIS installed directly in it. So for this, right now I'm installing and I'll make an image out of this VM. So how do I do that? I'll show you right now. So once the installation is complete, we'll be able to see the IIS homepage. That's the confirmation. So let me pause the recording for a couple of seconds. The installation is complete right now. And if I try to run this, I'm able to see the home page which is running on this. I'll close this. I'll equally close this and you can actually use Windows Run. So if you choose Windows Run in this machine and you have to first do sysprep. So you can actually open sysprep or sysprep.exe. If you are done doing sysprep, it will open the folder and you have to run this .exe and among this you have to choose out of box experience, and you have to choose click on generalize, otherwise it will not choose, it will not work. The machine will not properly the image won't be created properly, and I have to choose shutdown and I click OK. So let the sys prep this be completed, and once the sys prep has been completed, so it's going and deleting all the user information and all that. So it's generalizing this OS with the software, whatever has been there. And once this is complete, the remote desktop session will be automatically will be disconnected. So meanwhile, this is the VM, and as I choose shutdown, this will go to stopped state. It will, so if you see, I got this error that the remote desktop session has been disconnected and it is shutting it down. So automatically the machine will shut down. So it will show as stopped state, but it has not been deallocated. So you have to go and click on stop here to stop it, deallocate the machine. Otherwise, you will be still be billed even it is showing as stopped. It has to show as deallocated, then only you won't be billed on it. Now, once you stop the machine, it's going to take around a couple of seconds. You will be able to see the capture image here. You click on capture, and then it is in which region the VM is there. Only in that region you can create the image. So I'm choosing here managed image, and you can actually provide the image name, which is IAS, and you can click on next. You can click on create, and I want to delete the machine once the image got created. So I choose that option, delete the VM after making an image. So first the VM has been generalized, and then it is going and creating an image right now. Once the image got created, it will go ahead and delete the machine. So let us wait for this to complete. So the image is being created successfully, and it's deleting the machine. So let me go and create a virtual machine, this time using the managed image which I created it. So I'll go back here and I'll choose C India Archie Win machine from image. And here I don't need to choose any marketplace images. I'll go to click on see all images and I'll choose my images. In that I have this image which I just now created it, Win01 IS. I'll choose that. I'll go for spot instance at this point of time, and I'll go for trainer. And this time I'm not installing IIS, but by default, as I took from that image, it should host a website directly once I create it. So let's go and test. That's the whole point of testing here right now. So I'm going and testing it. So it's going to take a couple of a minute around like that. So I'll pause the recording. I see the machine got created right now, and here it is. First, we have to go and allow AT port. So while creating, I didn't allow AT port. So I'll add the rule of allowing AT port because the request comes from HTTP when I go for the browser. So I have to allow AT port here, and I'll go back to the VM which I created. This is the VM. So still it is going to take certain time. Just now created. You can copy this IP address. I didn't install IIS manual right now. I chose while I creating the VM from an image where it has an IIS installed in it. So if I run this, I am seeing IIS website directly. So this is how we can use a custom managed image and create machines so that we'll reduce the manual intervention to install the custom softwares or prerequisites which are needed to run our workloads. Stay tuned to the channel. Thank you.